Do you as a foreigner support the Filipinos family? In order for it to spill over, my cup has to be full. And whether you guys admit it or not, some of you expats, your cup is not that full. Your cup is on budget. Hey everyone, what's up? This is Dos Vergara back again with another video. Today is Expat Wednesdays, where we just discuss about transitioning to the Philippines as an expat, Phil-Am, Balikbayan, pretty much something like me. If you have any other questions, comments, anything you want me to cover, just comment down below and I'll try my best to accommodate you and help you guys as much as I can. Today I want to talk about something very important, very, very delicate, right? Let's talk about, do you as a foreigner support the Filipinos family? A very important topic that can make or break you as a couple, as a person, as a man, as a human being, whatever. The only thing that I can tell you, this is my opinion, right? This is my opinion, is that yes, it's good to help and support the family. However, there's a very fine line, very, very, very fine line of abuse and charity, the willingness to help. You know what I'm saying? Like you being out there just to help and stuff like that. And then that fine border of not being abused. I don't know if it's coming out properly, but you know what I mean. Being married to a Filipina, I'm very blunt. I'm a very blunt guy, very frank guy. First thing I told, while talking about my family, Ruby's family and things like that, and just in a third person, I'm like, I will never help anybody who's not sweating for me. And I hope they understood that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would never help anyone, especially family or not, if they're not going to reciprocate and sweat for me. And, reciprocate pretty much is the main thing. I didn't pick this money off of branches or a tree or the ground. So this is hard-earned money. I'm not going to give it out there. If I'm going to help you, you're going to have to do this thing for me. Like take care of my house, do this, do that, whatever. And that's a system I live by back home. And I hold them accountable for certain things, right? There's just certain things like, okay, I know my living in the Philippines, like utilities wise, that's all I'm going to pay for. Anything excess, it's all you, whether Ruby's family and stuff like that, because you're still giving the opportunity for them to be accountable for their actions. It's just not like, oh yeah, see Joe, so John will he'll pick it up. He's from America, he has money, whatever. And then if you don't have a strong wife, or your wife is the type to be using you on top of the family, then that's an issue that I hope you'll never be in, because at the end of the day, women are very powerful and they hold a power over men, and you will say yes to anything just to get it, if you know what I'm talking about. So setting your boundaries early in the beginning will help you mitigate all that stress. It's helped me. I'm the type of a guy, like, I'm pretty cold to a degree when it comes to certain things. Like if I know that I physically can't help you and whatever, or monetarily help you, I'm not going to, because at the end of the day, if you look at my previous videos, it's just that you kind of have to draw a line with certain things. You just have to. You just don't know. And I don't even want to venture to know why you're asking me for money or whatever. I don't want to burn no bridges, so I keep those conversations at bay with people. Like, they'll be like, oh sir, can I have some, help or whatever, tulong, tabang, whatever. I'll say, why? What do you need it for? I'll just be outright and tell them, like, what do you need it for? Oh, this, that. Like, what properties do you have? Why don't you sell it? What assets do you have? Why don't you sell it to make this happen? Because I just don't want to run into situation, especially with family. Like, oh, I lent you X amount of money, where's my money? Then because you don't want to have a rift with your wife, you sweep it under the rug, even though if it eats up at you. So in order not to have that happen to me, I'm very upfront, like, I will not give you money unless you sweat for me. And I told my in-laws and stuff like that, like, anybody in my family, Ruby's family, if they go to the hospital because of cirrhosis of the liver, the high blood, diabetes, and I'm telling you not to do certain things, or lung cancer, whatever, I am sorry, I'm not going to help you. I'm just not, because I make those choices not to drink hard. I make those choices not to smoke. I make these choices not to do these things. And if you do it, it's all on you. You just like, if I cheat on Ruby, I might get killed, or I might get left by Ruby. That's the consequence. If I drink Tanduay every day, I might get cirrhosis, because I'm opening myself up to possibilities. My point is, opening yourself up to the possibility of being used starts when you start offering. It's okay, I got you, I'll take care of it. It's on me, I'll take care of it. No, I don't have those conversations. I just don't, because I am not there to save their life. Ultimately, my presence there, my influence there might overall make the family better, but I am not there to play Jesus. I am not there to play the savior of the family, because that just adds too much pressure. Because when you can't help, you're the bad guy. You are greedy. You're a snob. You are this. You're gonna hear the crap, whatever. Unfortunately, the same people who allegedly respect you, put you in such a high pedestal, the moment you don't do something for them, you're garbage. To be honest with you, I rather stay neutral and help when I can. That's why I put it out there. Like I'm here. I'm not here to save everybody. I have my own issues to deal with. But out of the blue, if I know you have an issue and you need help, I'll help. But main point is, it's coming from me. I wasn't forced to do it. I wasn't forced to do the supporting, because you just don't know what's going to happen with life. Don't count on your pension. Don't count on your 401k. It doesn't matter if you have $10 million in there. Shit happens. Things happen. You know what I'm saying? On top of, you don't know the level of like, what's the American word for this? Salig means like the level of like how much people rely on you, the reliance. So you don't know the level of, like, once you start that path of, yeah, I got everything. I got everything. When somebody says, or honey, mama needs a new fridge, but we can't afford it, but they can loan it, if you just put down X amount of money and then you pay this and that. Because you have all this money in the bank, all this quote unquote money in the bank, and you don't you're not aware of your finances, your account, accounting, all these things, it might be like, damn, well, why is all this money going to these payments? What the hell's happening to my money? Before you know it, you're so deep into the situation, you can't pay for it. So you're either put in a situation where you have to pay for it just to make amends of the loans and the debt and everything, or have everything taken away from you, or from them, from your family, and then face the wrath of your wife or the wife's family, or the awkwardness that, like, that's all I'm saying is on the topic of supporting your wife's family. You have to be very careful. You have to be very, it's like lending out money. You have to be very careful of the family. My dad explained this to me in a way where it makes a lot of sense now that I'm older. My father and my parents are this hand right here, right? They're the hand right here, this hand. My siblings are the phalanges, the fingers. As you can see, we come from the same root, the same palm, one, but we're all individual. If I move if I move this down, I can keep this one up, and switch vice versa. We're all individuals. So just because you love your wife, you love your partner, doesn't mean that their siblings are going to act the same or be the same. And it's the same universally. Filipinos, American, African, whatever, European, German, whatever. It's the same. Everybody's different. So judge it accordingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just fall into, and I said this before in the video, do not fall into, I am the savior, the white knight, or the black knight, or whatever, or the brown knight, whatever. Don't fall into just feeling good. Just feeling good, being able to provide for everybody. It does feel good as a man, yes it does. But if you are overextending yourself, how are you gonna help the other people? It's like, and I tell my employees this, I tell my family this, my extended family this. Like, put it to you this way: if your blessings were a cup, right? A cup. How can you help somebody else with your blessings if your cup isn't full? In order for it to spill over, my cup has to be full. And whether you guys admit it or not, some of you expats, your cup is not that full. Your cup is on budget. Your cup is on, just manageable. So understand that when you're dealing with certain things, because I see too many cases of foreigners going broke. They have to bring the law into it and whatever. And then if they don't know the law, then they're going to be asked out of properties, assets, and whatever. And it goes to the wife and then the wife's family. Then it's a big rift and things like that. That's pretty much it. Many of you guys who watch this channel know how it is already. You know this already. But for those of you who have friends, family, whatever, who are in that same predicament where they themselves, that they're being used, just tell them up front, man. Tell them watch the video, because I've seen too much of it, man. My friend who passed away I think a couple of years ago, he was used by it left and right. Like, yeah, I just built my girlfriend's family a house because they needed it. They were living in the slum. They were this, they were that. I said, bro, how do you even know this is gonna be the one? How are you? Like, it's just I'm just there to help, and then whatever. I'm like, no, bro, that's a bad idea, man, because you're setting yourself up already. You're biting off more than you can chew, because that family is gonna potentially bite you in the ass and ask you for more, because you're not teaching them how to fish. You're just providing to them, and then that's it. Poof, it's right there. There's no trade-off. Like, okay, while I'm building this for you, I want you to do this for me. That's just me. I could be wrong. I could be right. Whatever. comment down below what your feelings are. I really appreciate it. My name is Gilson Vergara with Doom Life. If you like this video, if it gave you some type of value, smash the like button. Follow me on my social right down here, and I appreciate the growth of the channel because of you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your everything, and I'll see you guys soon. If you want me to cover anything else or any other thing that I can help you with, comment down below. Email me, whatever. And then yeah, I do coaching from time to time on the side when it comes to not so much expats, but business advice, or or even expat stuff, whatever. Hit me up, buy me lunch or whatever. I appreciate it, man. Take care. Bye.